everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the English Learning Podcast, where we help you speak better English, one conversation at a time. I'm your host, Jason.
And I'm Julia, your co-host. We're so happy to have you with us today. If you've been learning English for a long time, but you still don't feel confident speaking, this episode is for you.
Yes, today's topic is super important. It's called Learn Less, Speak More. That might sound strange at first, right?
Right. Most people think they need to study more grammar, learn more vocabulary, or finish another book before they can start speaking. But guess what? That's not true.
Exactly. We see so many learners spending hours reading and watching videos, but they never speak. And that's a big problem.
In this episode, we're going to talk about why speaking more, even with simple English, can help you become fluent much faster.
We'll also share tips on how to start speaking every day, even if you don't have a speaking partner.
So stay with us, and by the end of this podcast, you'll feel more motivated and ready to use your English in real life.
Let's jump into it. All right, let's talk about something we see all the time. Many English learners spend hours watching YouTube videos, reading grammar books, or memorizing vocabulary, but when it's time to speak, they freeze.
Yes. It's like they know about English, but they can't actually use it. I've met learners who've studied English for 5, even 10 years, but they still feel nervous or shy when speaking.
It's kind of like reading 20 books about swimming, but never jumping into the water. You know the theory, but you can't swim until you get wet.
Exactly. Or imagine someone learning to ride a bicycle by only watching videos. Would that help? Not really. They need to actually get on the bike, fall a few times, and keep trying. That's how learning works, and it's the same with English.
You know, Julia, I once had a student who told me, I study 2 hours of English every day. I asked, that's great, but how often do you speak English? She said, almost never.
Oh, wow. That's so common. And then learners feel frustrated. They say, why am I not improving? But the truth is, learning too much without using it is like filling your phone with apps and never opening them.
That's a great way to say it. So here's the problem. People focus too much on input reading, listening, watching, but they forget about output speaking and using the language.
And output is where the real learning happens. When you speak, you train your brain to find words faster, build sentences naturally, and gain confidence.
That's right. You don't have to speak perfectly. You just have to speak often. Fluency doesn't come from knowing everything. It comes from using what you know.
So if you're spending hours studying English, but you're not speaking at all, it's time to change that.
And don't worry, we'll show you how to do it, even if you're shy or don't have anyone to practice with. But first, let's talk about why speaking is the key to fluency. All right? Let's dig deeper into this idea. Why is speaking so important for fluency? Why is it the key?
Well, here's the truth. Fluency is not just about knowing English. It's about using English without stopping too much. And the only way to build that skill is by speaking.
That's right. Think of your brain like a muscle. The more you use it for speaking English, the stronger and faster it becomes. When you speak, you train your brain to find words, build sentences, and express ideas in real time.
Exactly. And let's be honest, most learners don't need more knowledge. They already know enough grammar or vocabulary to have basic conversations. What they need is confidence and practice.
And guess what gives you confidence? Speaking. Even if you make mistakes, speaking helps you get comfortable with the language.
You know, Jason, I read an interesting study. It said that people remember things better when they use them actively, like speaking or teaching, not just reading or listening. So if you want to remember your English, speak it.
I love that. So speaking actually helps you learn better, not just communicate better. It's like learning by doing.
Totally. And speaking also helps with pronunciation, listening, and even grammar, because you start to feel what sounds natural.
That's a good point. When you speak regularly, you don't need to remember grammar rules. You just feel what sounds right. It becomes automatic.
And we want to remind our listeners you don't need to speak perfectly. Perfection is not the goal. Progress is. And progress comes with practice.
Yes. So if you want to become fluent, really fluent, you have to speak more. That's the shortcut. That's the key.
Okay, now that we know why speaking is so powerful, let's talk about something that holds many people back: the common excuses for not speaking.
Now let's talk about the real reason many people don't speak English. It's not because they can't. It's because they have excuses. And hey, we understand. These excuses feel real.
Oh, yes, we hear them all the time. Let's go through a few of the most common ones and talk about how to overcome them.
Okay. Excuse number one, I don't have anyone to practice with.
This one is super common. People think they need a native speaker or a teacher to practice. But guess what? You can start by speaking to yourself.
Exactly. Talk about your day. Describe what you see around you. Pretend you're explaining something to a friend. It may feel strange at first, but it really works.
You can also use voice recording apps, join online speaking groups, or even use AI chatbots. There are options out there. If you really want to speak, you'll find a way.
All right. Excuse number two, I'm afraid of making mistakes.
Oh, this one breaks my heart. So many learners stop themselves because they want to speak perfectly. But let me ask you something. How did you learn your first language? By making a lot of mistakes, right?
Totally. Babies make grammar mistakes, pronunciation mistakes, and no one stops them. That's how they learn. Adults should do the same. Mistakes are not failures. They're part of learning.
In fact, if you're not making mistakes, you're probably not trying hard enough. Mistakes mean you're growing.
That's a great way to put it. All right, excuse number three, my English is not good enough yet.
This one is tricky because many people think they have to be ready before they speak. But the truth is you get ready by speaking.
Yes, you don't need perfect grammar or fancy words. You can use simple English. Even if you just say, "Today I went to the market. I bought apples." That's a good start.
Start small, but start now. Speak with the English you have, not the English you wish you had.
And one more common excuse, I'm shy, or I feel embarrassed.
Totally normal. Speaking another language can feel scary. But remember, most people are not judging you. They admire you for trying.
Yes, and the more you speak, the less shy you feel. Confidence grows with practice. Just take small steps.
So if any of these excuses sound familiar, it's okay. We've all been there. But don't let them stop you. You can speak English starting today.
And up next, we're going to talk about what this whole learn less idea really means and how it can help you speak more. All right, let's talk about something that might sound strange at first, the idea of learn less. What does that really mean?
It sounds a little backwards, doesn't it? But it's actually very powerful. Learn less means stop trying to learn everything at once. Instead, focus on using what you already know.
Exactly. A lot of learners keep chasing more grammar, more vocabulary, more lessons, but they never stop to ask, am I using what I've already learned?
And the truth is, you probably already know enough English to hold a conversation. You don't need more knowledge. You need more practice. That's where speaking comes in.
So instead of watching 5 videos a day, what if you watched just one and then spent 20 minutes speaking about it? That's learn less, speak more in action.
Yes, it's about quality, not quantity. Deep learning, active learning. Don't just collect English, live it.
So here's our challenge to listeners. Stop trying to learn everything. Start using what you already know. That's the learn less way, and it works.
Coming up next, we'll show you how to do that step by step with easy and fun speaking activities you can start today.
Okay, now that we understand the learn less, speak more mindset, let's get practical. How can English learners actually speak more? Starting today.
Great question. Let's break it down into simple actions. You don't need a classroom, you don't need a partner, you just need a little creativity and commitment.
Here's tip number 1. Talk to yourself. Seriously. Describe your actions as you do them. For example, I'm making tea. Now I'm adding sugar. The water is hot. It sounds silly, but it's powerful.
Yes, and you can also tell yourself stories. Talk about your day. Imagine you're giving a short speech or explaining something to a friend. This helps you think in English.
Tip number 2. Use a voice recorder. Record yourself speaking for 1 or 2 minutes a day. Then listen. Notice your pronunciation, your fluency, and your mistakes, and try again.
It's like a personal speaking journal. You'll be surprised how fast you improve if you do this every day. Plus, it builds confidence.
Tip number 3. Shadowing. This means listening to a native speaker and repeating what they say at the same time. It helps with pronunciation, rhythm, and speaking speed.
Yes, choose a short video, podcast, or even a movie scene. Play one sentence, pause, and repeat. Try to match their tone and speed. It's fun and effective.
Here's another tip. Use English in daily tasks. When you write your shopping list, do it in English. Set your phone language to English. Read recipes or instructions in English, then say them out loud.
I love that one. It makes English part of your life, not just something you study. And don't forget, even short speaking moments count. 5 minutes a day adds up.
Last but not least, join speaking communities online. Facebook groups, WhatsApp speaking groups, language exchange apps. There are so many places to connect.
And if you can't find someone to talk with, make your own space. Practice with ChatGPT, or even start a small YouTube or TikTok channel where you speak about topics you like.
So many ways to speak, and they all start with one decision. Just do it. Start now. Speak more.
Coming up next, we'll talk about how to build confidence, because speaking regularly is great, but confidence is what keeps you going.
All right, it's time for something fun. Let's do a mini speaking practice together. Don't worry, it's simple, and you can do it wherever you are.
Yes, just repeat after us. We'll say a short sentence, you pause the audio and repeat it out loud. Ready?
Let's start with something easy. Hello, my name is Jason. I'm learning English. Go ahead. Pause now and say it out loud.
Great. Now try this today. I'm listening to an English podcast. I want to speak more. Your turn, pause and say it out loud.
Nice job. One more, I can speak English. I just need to practice every day. Say it confidently, you got this.
Awesome work. See? Just a few minutes of speaking can boost your fluency.
And you can do this every day. Pick a sentence, say it out loud, and build that speaking habit.
Coming up next, we'll share how to make this a daily routine you'll actually stick to. Now, let's share a real story that shows how powerful learn less, speak more can be. This is the story of Amir, a learner from Pakistan.
Yeah, Amir had been studying English for 5 years. He knew all the grammar rules and had a huge vocabulary, but he still couldn't speak fluently. He felt stuck.
Then one day he changed his approach. Instead of learning more grammar, he decided to speak every day, even if it was just for 5 minutes.
He started recording himself, shadowing YouTube videos, and talking to himself while walking or doing chores. In just 1 month, he noticed a big difference.
Amir said something powerful. I didn't need more English lessons. I just needed to use the English I already had. That's the magic of speaking more.
And now, he leads a small English-speaking group online, and he helps others build speaking confidence. Amazing, right?
So if you're listening and feel like Amir, remember, you already have enough. You just need to speak. Start small, but start today.
All right, let's take a moment to talk about mindset, because that's what really makes the difference. Speaking English isn't just about the right words or grammar. It's about your attitude and how you approach the challenge.
Exactly. First of all, remember this. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to sound like a native speaker to be understood. Just focus on communication.
Right. And here's the thing, the more you speak, the more confident you'll get. It's a cycle. Confidence leads to more speaking, and more speaking leads to even more confidence.
That's so true. But let's be real, there will be days when you feel like giving up. It's normal. The key is to stay persistent. Keep going, even when it feels tough.
So, here's a tip: embrace mistakes. The more mistakes you make, the faster you'll improve. If you're not making mistakes, you're not trying enough.
And here's another powerful mindset shift. Think of learning English as a journey, not a destination. It's not about, I'll be fluent in 6 months, but I'll get better every single day. Celebrate each small victory.
Yes, and remember, small habits lead to big results. Speak a little every day. That's the secret. It doesn't have to be long or perfect. Just speak.
And lastly, be patient with yourself. Language learning takes time, but every step forward counts. You're doing great, and we're proud of you.
So stay positive, keep practicing, and remember, the more you speak, the more fluent you'll become. And that brings us to the end of today's episode. We hope you feel inspired to start speaking more and learning less. Remember, it's all about using what you know and practicing every single day.
That's right. Don't wait for the perfect moment to start. The best way to learn is to get out there and speak. Even if it's just for 5 minutes a day, that's a step in the right direction.
If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you can keep learning and growing with us. We have more exciting tips coming your way.
And if you're ready to take action, start today. Record yourself speaking, practice a new sentence, or join an online language exchange group. The key is to speak often and confidently.
Also, we'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Share them in the comments below. What will you speak about today? Let's keep the conversation going.
Thanks for listening, and remember, learn less, speak more, and you'll see amazing progress. You've got this.
Take care, and we'll see you in the next episode. Keep speaking.